Sprinting away from the 1200 meter marker. Towards the inside, SO VAR, Mac and Scars right there. Anthony Hotspur, Cumulus, the red headgear is on the left-hand side. Ronnie Rocket is on the stand side, Premier Show. Ruby Spirit is just off the first call, and Rip It Up is 3 or 4 off the right-hand side with the pink cap. Bucklebury's giving them 4-5 length start, and then comes Riker and Immortels further back in the run. Anthony Hotspur's over on the inside. They're right across the track, 600 metres to go. Cumulus on the inside. Mac and Scar, Anthony Hotspur. The outside, Ronnie Rocket, Premier Show. Then Ruby Spirit, Whirly on the outside. Bucklebury between runners. Then Immortel down on the inside as SO VAR. Rip It Up's under pressure as they come to the 200. Anthony Hotspur, Mac and Spur. On the inside, Cumulus. The outside, Premier Show, SO VAR. Whirly's trying to get into the race. SO VAR's coming home strongly. Premier Show, the outside, Cumulus, Anthony Hotspur. But it goes to SO VAR. From Cumulus, Premier Show and Anthony Hotspur. Number 3, SO VAR is the winner. This is the VAR, raced with the Cornell collar and wins it. And this is Warren Kennedy and Gavin Finzale, and bred by Main Chance Farms. They pay $11.90 and $3.10. Second, number 8, Cumulus. Third to number 2, Premier Show. And the fourth position will go to number 7, and that was Anthony Hotspur. Third favourite was number 5, Rip It Up. As we look at this, and Anthony Hotspur, the yellow cap, Mac and Scar, Cumulus. The winner is SO VAR, that's in the middle of the picture with the white blaze, and Premier shows the blue headgear on the outside. Rip It Up is further down the field, and Bucklebury also finishes well down the field. That's the running of the 6th until the 7th. Back to the studio.
Well, race number 6 is won by horse number 3, SO VAR, and Gavin Finzale has done an outstanding job with this individual, and Warren Kennedy doing duty as well. And nice to meet Dashen Naika for the first time. I'm told that it's his first winner, and Gavin's going to tell us a bit more about the owners. But firstly, Gav, well done with this win. He's taken a bit of time to notch up that next career win, but he's done it in fine style.
Yeah, he's found his form of late. I actually put him onto that Shongweni sale. Mm-hmm. There's a whole lot of horses that went on there, and I bought him back. Michael Leaf was disposing of some horses, and so I bought him, and his form has come on nicely. He's a horse with a lot of ability, and horses never lose ability, they lose form.
Sure.
And he was in a good space today, and Dashen was introduced to me by Justin for Mark. Yes. And so thanks to Justin for passing a nice client on to us, and to Dashen and Emil. They've particularly Dashen has put his weight behind our stable lately, and he deserves this winner. It's his first winner. It's his first venture into horse racing. He's dragged himself out of the casinos, yes, given that the sideline, and rather moving on to the horses, and I think he'll have a lot of fun here. His wife Lee and the family at home are watching, very excited, and it's a great day for Dashen and we and his brother-in-law Emil there. We really appreciate the support, and we welcome new owners into the game, and if we can give them some success early, it's fantastic. He had a couple of runners, and I said to him, the best thing that can happen is they don't win, which they didn't. I said, you don't want to come into this game thinking that it's just win, win, win.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And so well done to Warren, wonderful ride, and to Dashen, let's hope this is the start of many more to come.
Well, we'll have a chat to him, Gav, but you said it all. Well played.
Thank you very much.
Let's get Warren in before we speak to Dashen. And Warren, briefly, I mean, Gavin mentioned, about losing your form, not your ability. Is a horse that always shown?
Yeah, it is. As a 3-year-old, he was racing in Joburg among the best. He was sort of in the line with Iska. They're pretty much on par. And this horse probably a little bit better. Iska getting a bit long in the tooth, but he's only a 4-year-old, this horse. And yeah, he's had his niggles, he's had his issues and that, and Gavin's done a fine job. Like you said, he was on the sale, and he wasn't ready to let him go for that sort of money, and he came back and he's proven Gavin right. You know, he's had 2 seconds and now he's won. So great for Deshen to come to the stable. It's lovely to ride a winner for him. You know, new guys come in the yard, you want to do as well as you can for them, and he's very patient, he's very understanding, and I'm super happy that this winner's come home for him. He can now put it on his mental and relax. He's had one under the belt, so yeah, well done to him, well done to Gavin, to all the other guys involved, and you know, it's just fantastic. I love this horse to do this well. You know, his last run, he had a bit of interruption in his prep, so it wasn't his sort of run, and a couple of horses had him held here at the weight turnarounds and the form, you know, so he bounced back nicely. Gavin, great trainer that he is, done the right thing, let him come back to himself, and his last workout was fantastic, and Gavin said, you know, he's right for today, and gave the guys some confidence, and has proven the right thing to do.
You spoke about the form around him. You know, there was some very good form to go around here in this type of field, Gap. So a win full of merit.
Yeah, definitely. You know, he is in line to be competitive in a field like this. You know, like I said, his last run, he had a bit of an interrupted prep, and things didn't go his way in the race. He got lugged onto the last 300 in the race, and he sort of threw the towel. You know, he's a horse with his niggles, so when he gets a bump in that, it really tells on him. And you know, the best thing is to look after him and let him come out the race nicely, which he did. And you know, a couple of weeks later, Gavin's got him as primed as he was today. I jumped on his back, felt like a different horse. He was here, he wanted to race, came out the pens full of running, and yeah, the results there.
Can you help us in the last two?
These look, I think they're very competitive races. I'm riding a filly that's come out of a barrier trial for Gareth in the last. She's very light, a little bit green, and her barrier trial was very good, so I'm expecting a really nice showing from her. Obviously, Mr. Puller's horse looks like his horse to beat in that race, but you never know how much they come on from the barrier trial. You know, I didn't ride in the barrier trial, so I don't know how much she's come on from there, but she's doing good work at home, and she should be competitive.
I'm glad you boys pull up your socks the way the Cape Town boys started off the meeting.
Yeah, you know, that time of year, everyone deserves a bite of the cherry, and
Sure.
just glad to get my piece.
Well done, Warren.
Thank you.
Let's get Dashen in, and he's been standing patiently there. First winner as a racehorse owner, and it's for Gavin van Zyl, a new owner. If you haven't been introduced, maybe we're going to see this face more often and these silks more often. Dashen, firstly, welcome to the racing fraternity. And you know, Justin Vermaak is a good friend of yours. He's a horseman. He's a horse racing man. He introduced you.
Yeah, he introduced us to Gavin, and you know, we're quite happy with that. And we were looking to get into the game, but we were looking to partner up with somebody on long term, you know, just quick hit and run type of thing. We're lucky enough that the few runs that we had a couple of places, and this win today, so we're enjoying it. We like it. I see a long-term future with Gavin, and thanks to Gavin and Warren and Gavin's team at home. I think they work well with the horses back home, and they put in a lot of effort there.
Were you always interested in the game? Was it always at the back of your mind that someday I want to own racehorses?
I've got a family of punters, not me really, and then I just sat back and said to them, I can't see a future in backing on somebody else's horses. Let's back our own horses and buy a couple. So we bought a couple.
And how's it going thus far, the introduction to the game? I mean, you enjoying it in the short period of time?
No, I've learned a lot, and Gavin video calls me even if it's a vet visit. So you know, I've learned a lot in this 2 months from Gavin. He introduced me to the game, and I think he's bringing me up the right ranks.
All I want to say is that, you know, when I speak to new guys in the game, this is a sport of lights, camera, action. And this is where it begins. Now, you went to the lights, the camera, and this is your first action. What's the feeling?
No, it feels good. It feels good to get onto the scorecard.
You seem to be very calm, though, huh?
I was confident about this horse, and Gavin was always confident about this horse. So, you know, we always thought we would pick a place, but he was looking good today.
Well, Dashen, you deserve your airtime as a new one in the game, and you seem to put your weight behind Gavin as well. So I wish you all the best. May this be the first of many, many more winners to come.
100%. Thank you.
Lovely. Nice interview there with Dashen. And, of course, number 3, SO VAR, has come through to win here as well in race number 6. 2 more to go, races 7 and 8.